Hello friends, welcome to Fierce Cloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started the December month's topic wise current affair, and today we will discuss two topics because questions are less. That's why we are combining two topics. One is committee and meeting, second is index. Total we will cover 8 questions, like 5 related to committee and meeting and 3 questions related to index. And this video is very important because we are combining two topics. So watch this video till last and watch carefully. But first of all, you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the Google Play Store. After that, log in with your email ID. Then click on this Crack Current Affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But the most important thing, what we are covering under this 1 year and the 2 year subscription, we are providing you daily section. In the daily section, you will receive 3 things. One is the detailed current affair. Second is the question and answer format of current affairs, but both will be provided in the form of PDF or in the form of ebook. And third is the quiz section, and this can be attempted only on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing 3 things. One is the detailed current affairs, second is the question and answer format, but both things will be provided in the PDF format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Next is the monthly section, and in the monthly section we are providing you 4 type of PDFs. One is the detailed current affair PDF, which is known as study PDF. Next, all the detailed current affairs will be converted in the form of question and answer. That's why it is known as question and answer PDF, so that you can revise all the current affairs in the question and answer format. Next is the best 100 current affairs will be provided. That is also provided in the form of question and answer. And last is the pocket PDF. It means 1-liner, 2-liner, or the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you, so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. Next is topic wise current affair. This is very important section because we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. If you want to revise 1 or 2 particular topics, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, then we are providing 3 things. One is detail, second is question and answer format of current affairs, but only related to banking and economy, and third is the quiz section. It is also only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this quiz section only on our application on monthly basis. Next is exam PDF. If you want to cover all the current affairs before your exam of particular year, then you can use this exam PDF. Next is special current affair section. In the special current affair, we are providing you budget and economic survey. 2 things we are providing. One is detail, budget and economic survey. Second is question and answer format of budget and economic survey. It means you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are preparing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing state current affairs, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. First of all, you have to just download our application Careers Cloud, then click on this Crack Current Affairs section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. And if you want 10% extra discount, then you can use this code ASH10. If you have any query, then you can email us on this email ID, or you can call us on this number. So let's start December month's topic wise current affair, and today we are combining 2 topics. One is committee and meeting, second is index, and here is the first question. In which Indian city the first G20 finance and the central bank deputies meeting was held under the Indian presidency in December 2022? Mark this question in the very important section because this is the first G20 finance and the central bank deputies meeting, and this was held at Bengaluru, Karnataka. So answer of this question is second. So this is the first G20 finance and the central bank deputies meeting under the Indian presidency, and it was held in Bengaluru, Karnataka, and it was co-chaired by the secretary Ajay Sethji. Ajay Seth, who is under the Department of Economic Affairs, and the Deputy Governor Dr. Michael Patra, who comes under the Reserve Bank of India. And it should be noted that India holds the presidency of G20 from 1st of December 2022 to November 2023. It means 30th of November 2023 on the theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means one earth, one family, one future. Moving to next question. The Dash meeting of experts and the coordinators of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Interbank Consortium, which is also known as SCOIBC, the first to be held under the India's presidency at New Delhi in December 2022. Static question, and this is the 19th meeting. Answer of this question is 3. It means the 19th meeting of experts and the coordinators of Shanghai Cooperation Organization Interbank Consortium, the first to be held under India's presidency, came to an end in New Delhi. And the SCOIBC will be held by the India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited from 26th of October to 25th of October 2023. And the SUIBC is presided over by Pawan Kumarji. Pawan Kumarji, who is the Deputy Managing Director of IIFCL. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the 22nd SCO Summit, which took place on the 15th to 16th of September 2022 in Samarkand in Uzbekistan. This is very important. Moving to next question. In December 2022, the National Mission for Clean Ganga Executive Committee approved how many projects worth around dash for developing sewerage infrastructure in the Ganga basin. So total projects were 12 and total cost of these projects were 2700 crore. So answer of this question is 4, 12 and 2700 crore. So National Mission for Clean Ganga Executive Committee approved total 12 projects worth around 2700 crore for developing sewerage infrastructure in the Ganga basin. Especially it will cover the states of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Uttarakhand with special focus on the tributaries of Ganga. And the projects were approved during the 46th meeting of the Executive Committee of the National Mission for Clean Ganga, organized under the chairmanship of G. Ashok Kumar. G. Ashok Kumar is the Director General of National Mission for Clean Ganga, and the meeting was held in the month of December 2022. And especially in West Bengal, a project for rejuvenation of the river Adi Ganga, tributary of Ganga in Calcutta, was approved at an estimated cost of almost 600 crore. And this includes the construction of 3 sewerage treatment plants. So next is afforestation program for the year of 2022-23 for the Uttarakhand and Bihar were also approved at a cost of almost 43 crore. And in Uttar Pradesh, 3 projects were approved out of trains to the development of the sewerage infrastructure in the Prayagraj or Allahabad, costing at 475 crore rupees. So remember, total 12 projects were approved and total cost is 2700 crore. Moving to next question. In December 2022, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare approved the formation of an advisory group for streamlining the development of bamboo sector, who will chair the National Bamboo Mission's Advisory Group, and it will be chaired by Union Agriculture Secretary. Answer of this question is 3. So remember, the Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomarji, who is the Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, had approved the formation of advisory group for streamlining the development of the bamboo sector, especially to enhance the bamboo sector. And the Union Agriculture Secretary will be the chairperson and the mission director of the National Bamboo Mission and will be the convener of the committee. And the advisory group is represented by various stakeholders including academicians, researchers, innovators, progressives, entrepreneurs, designers, farmer leaders, marketing specialists and the policy makers. Moving to next question. Name the department that has recently launched an online request transfer portal for the Gramin Dak Sevak. So static question, remember from the slide, and this is Department of Post. Answer of this question is 3. So Department of Post under the Ministry of Communication launched an online request transfer portal for the Gramin Dak Sevak. So the portal was launched by Alok Sharma ji, who is the director of the General Postal Services, through the video conference in the virtual presence of the Chief Postmaster General of 23 postal circles and the senior officers of the department. And the portal aims to bring the transparency and accountability to the governance process by leveraging technology. And the online process also saves time and resources. So let's move to the second topic. This is the index and very important topic. So here is the first question. According to the Economic Intelligence Unit Worldwide Cost of Living Index released in December 2022, which of the following countries has been declared as the joint most expensive cities in the world to live in? Mark this question in the most important category. And the most expensive cities in the world to live in are: one is Singapore, second is New York. Answer of this question is both 1 and 2. So according to Economic Intelligence Unit Worldwide Cost of Living Index, Singapore and New York under the United States of America has been declared as the joint most expensive cities in the world to live in. And New York has topped the ranking for the first time along with Singapore, which has topped the list 8 times in 10 years. And you can also remember Tel Aviv, which was topped in the list of 2021, has secured the 3rd rank in 2022 index. And Indian cities like Ahmedabad, Chennai, Bengaluru are among the bottom 10 positions of the index, ranked 165th. It means Ahmedabad was ranked on the 165th, Chennai was ranked on the 164th, and Bengaluru was ranked on the 161st. And according to the index, the cheapest city in the world are Damascus, the capital of Syria, ranked 172. Tripoli is in Libya and 171 rank, and Tehran, the capital of Iran, 170 rank, and the cheapest city is Damascus, Syria. Moving to next question. In Arten's Capital's Passport Index 2022, India secured dash rank in the world's strongest passport list, while dash ranked first in the list. Again, mark this question in the most important, and India's rank is 66 and top country is United Arab Emirates. So answer of this question is 4, and this ranking is released by Arten's. So according to the Arten Capital's Passport Index 2022, India is placed 66 in the world's strongest passport list, while the United Arab Emirates is ranked first in the passport ranking of 2022. And the Passport Index 2022 ranks the strongest and the weakest passports in the world and indicates the number of the countries that can be entered without a visa. Moving to next question. Which of the following points are incorrect? Incorrect with respect to the 2022 Social Progress Index 2022 released in the December month. So let's find out which statement is incorrect. First is the annual 2022 Social Progress Index, which was published by Social Progress Imperative, in which India secured a 110th rank globally with a score of 60.19 in the tier 4 countries. This is true statement. So India's rank is 110. And the index is topped by Norway with a score of 90.74 in the tier 1 countries, which are high income countries, followed by Denmark. So second rank goes to Denmark and first rank goes to Norway. This statement is also true. Next is Jammu and Kashmir got the highest social progress index score of 65.99 in the tier 1, which is very high social progress. So this is wrong because this is not Jammu and Kashmir. This is Puducherry, who got the highest SPA score of 65.99 under the tier 1, which is very high social progress due to its remarkable performance across components like personal freedom, choice, shelter, water and sanitation. So remember, this is SPI 2022 for states and districts made by the Institute for Competitiveness and Social Progress Imperative and was submitted to the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. So only incorrect statement is C. So answer of this question is only C. So this is all for today. I think you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this video, and you can join our all platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Telegram channel. Telegram channel link is given in the description box. Thank you guys again for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Take care. Bye-bye.